We're supposed to know him. Hey, guess who it is?
It's Frankie.
It's Frank. It's me.
Hey, Coles, Frankie's here.
Where you been? You still hanging out with this loser Chewbacca?
He says, all right, I've got 2 questions that you might be able to use on Let's Do This. He says,
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope we can use them.
we're reading them right now. I hope we can. Question number 1. Since you're a fan of horror, we both are.
Horror, yes.
What do you think about Child's Play getting a reboot? Now, to me, the last 2 Chucky films were crap, but the director of the series stated that he wants Chucky back to being scary again, and he plans to do that with this reboot. Any thoughts? Okay, I'll answer this question right now. No, you answer it because I'm sure
I'll go first. I didn't see the last Chucky film, but the one before, Bride of Chucky, I thought that film took that character in the right direction. Because I'm sorry, a running redheaded doll, a redheaded stepchild of a doll is not scary. All right, I'm sorry. Wearing those rainbow bright clothes, I'm sorry. I wasn't afraid when I saw the first one, the second one, the third one. When I saw Bride of Chucky, I laughed my ass off, and I was like, there's a great idea. A fucking serial killer with an attitude. He's a doll, and he's making fun of himself, and it's a tongue-in-cheek film. I thought it was great.
I am right there with you. I did see the last 2 Chucky movies, and I'm sorry, man. I'm with you. I went to see the first Chucky movie thinking that's a killer toy. Oh, that could be kind of creepy. Yeah. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
it was. I mean, and plus Chucky was a smart ass in that movie. I'm sorry, a smart ass doll. I mean, now you want to make it scary, you got to have a doll that doesn't talk, got eyes glowing red, and she walk into a room just looking, ain't saying shit.
Exactly.
And a doll talking about, hey, why am I hurting all of a sudden? This shit hurt. This hurts like fuck.
I would grab that goddamn doll by the fucking red head, and I just toss that motherfucker out the window.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Be scary down there, bitch. Don't waste my time.
Yeah, exactly. Chucky ain't scary, man. No. But I'm with you, man. The last 2 movies, I'm saying here are people who realize that this is not really, and the movies got bad. The more they went on, the worse they got. The more obvious, like we can't do much with this talking doll shit. Right. It ain't scary. Hey, Chuck, you remember like Child's Play 2? Hey, Chucky's gonna be a brother.
Oh,
I was like, because he didn't have it. He was trying to get the soul of a black kid. It's like. What's scary about this shit, all right?
Nothing at all. It was terrible. It's forgettable.
So the last one they did is saying, okay, we know that this is, let's just turn it into Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
It's a funny movie. We'll make it a horror comedy. Right. More emphasis on comedy.
Yeah.
And I love Bride of Chucky.
And Bride of Chucky, the kills were far more interesting. I mean,
yeah.
And it was great how they were poking fun at the series, and that's what I dug about it.
They managed to do 2 things. They managed to poke fun of the series, and they managed to poke fun of the slasher film genre in general.
And that's clever in my book. I'm sorry. I mean, but they did a fantastic job, and I can watch Bride of Chucky over and over again and not get tired of it.
Yeah, no. And the last one, not as good as Bride of Chucky.
Yeah,
but
I did not see the last one.
As you said, they had some good kills in there. They had one part they'd like kill John Waters with acid, man. So that
yeah.
Kind of crazy. But
that was the one thing that I was curious about, seeing John Waters and
it was cool having him in there because he even knew this is bullshit. But yeah, so I as far as reboots go though, man, come on, look. If they reboot something and make it better, and I see it and they've done it, I'm not gonna complain. But I'm really getting tired of people rebooting shit when they could be making original things.
Exactly. That's true. And I'm like, you know what? If they're going to use the original Brad Dourif.
Yeah.
They're going to do. Yeah, he's still going to do the voice. And I'm like, well, why don't you just continue from the last ones? I don't understand the look of Chucky from Bride of Chucky, where he was all sewn back together. It looked cool. You know, that's a design that worked, unlike just the retarded kid's doll. I mean, I'm sorry,
that made him look more vicious. I mean,
did.
You look like a killer. Now you're
really
talking.
Did.
Now you look like you serious.
He got shit stapled. He got hair stapled on his head.
Yeah,
he looks awesome.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, but no, we don't. As far as a reboot, who cares? You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I'll see it if it's good.
I'll
say
see.
So.
Yeah, we'll end up
we're
gonna see it. Period.
But
yeah.
fuck it, man. You know.
But yeah, it's not changing what Corey's having for breakfast.
Exactly. Might change what you have for breakfast.
No,
which is nothing.
Nothing.
So, question number 2. How do you think Transformers Revenge of the Fallen will do next year? It's going to do crazy business.
Yes, what kind of question is that?
Yeah, it's going to do insane business. Transformers. I mean, whether you like that movie or not, that movie was a huge hit, and it's a sequel too.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's going to do good. I mean, as far as just story-wise good, I don't know. Who knows?
He says, I love the first movie. I think it was the only good action movie that came out that year. I have to think about that because my personal taste, I seriously doubt that. But now there have been pictures online of some of the robots in cars, and to me, it looks like a massive film. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it to see what other special effects they do.
Right, that's all I care about, special effects. But I don't give a shit about Shia LaBeouf or.
That movie was
him and his girlfriend. Well, Megan Fox. I'm looking forward to seeing her. But other than that, that story, like we've talked about this before, but that story, it was a little lacking in story.
I'm sorry. It was stupid.
It was stupid.
I hear people sitting around arguing about. You like Transformers. Well, you like Spider-Man 3. I'm like, you know what? They're both fucking idiotic movies, okay? They're both stupid. You sit up here.
You're defending the same goddamn movie.
Yeah, my peanuts and my pile of shit is better than your peanuts and your pile of shit. Exactly. The fuck you? I mean, in that summer, I gave both those movies a matinee because I said they're dumb. I mean, if you really want to go see them, they're good to see on the screen. But
stupid, dumb fun.
They're stupid movies. Anybody sits up here and tries to like argue one.
But do not tell people they're great films. All right.
Neither one of those. Are not.
Godfather is a great film. Transformers is not. Okay. End of story.
The moment you have John Turturro pulling down his underwear or something, standing there in a Superman shirt, whatever.
Exactly.
That all credibility went out for that movie.
And you know the sad thing is that to this day, the original Transformers Generation 1, the series, that had a far better story than this movie did. And it's really sad that they can't just open up their eyes to see what's right in front of them as far as that TV show. That story in that TV show was more fascinating than what I got out of that Transformers movie.
Oh shit! I'm looking at this.
What's up?
Lucifer.
Lucy.
Lucifer, the devil himself.
Yeah.
I was supposed to call this guy to help him out with a project he was doing for school. He's doing he has to review somebody for specific reasons.
Interview somebody?
Yeah, and he emailed and I said, you know what, I would be more than happy to do that. I got busy yesterday and forgot to call, so I meant to. So I apologize. Lucy,
damn
baby.
You, Corey.
So if you would forgive me and allow me to talk to you, I will still do it. I hope I'm not too late.
We were too busy getting drunk last night.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Banging chicks. That's important.
Looking at hot chicks on the internet.
Banging chicks in my mind.
Yes.
Didn't have time for you.
Make love to them.
Now, hopefully, I will be able to do that. All right.
Don't let that guy down, Corey.
I will.
No, you will.
I won't. No, I won't. All right. Last question.
Yes.
Last question here for the night.
Last one of the night. Oh,
comes from Alan.
What up, Alan?
Alan says, Dear Corey, what director who made a lot of good movies but then went to a slump and directed only mediocre movies, what the fuck, would like to come back and redeem his career? I don't know. I know. Ask them.
Yeah.
For example, John Carpenter, director of The Thing and Halloween, did some bad flicks in the 90s, but then made 2 awesome Masters of Horror episodes that will be received by everyone.
What?
I
never heard of
the way you're asking me this question is like we've talked to the directors.
Like we've been in the mind.
What directors do you know of that want to come back and
hold on, careers? Corey. Hold on. Let me mind meld with John Carpenter. I be Bobby. Oh, that's gross. Oh, those are 2 dudes. Oh, no. Yeah. Get me out of here. Pull me out.
Look, if you were to rephrase that question, I think maybe what you're trying, because
I don't know what that is.
I think
let's try to reword his question.
I'm going to try to second guess him and say, what you're trying to ask me, what directors do you think should make a comeback out of having a string of flops in their career? Something to
that started with directors who started out making great films like John Carpenter.
Yes. To
all of a sudden, start to lag and make bad films. Which directors do we hope will revive their career to their former glory?
I can name one right off the bat. Right here. Unfortunately, I can't get his name right now.
Damn it, Corey. What do you make? What do you direct?
Godfather.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah.
Francis Ford Coppola just has not been able to adapt to the new structure of Hollywood. I'm trying to. He made.
What was the last movie he did?
made one movie that was I forgot what the name of it was. It was it came out very independent. And who played the Abomination?
The Abomination.
And Hulk.
Tim Roth.
Tim Roth was in it. Tim Roth was in see, that's what I want to keep saying. I want to say Brian De Palma, but Tim Roth was in a Francis Ford Coppola movie that came out, I think last year.
Yeah.
Nobody saw it. Nobody heard of it.
Yeah.
And apparently, it was more artistic than a lot of things he had done before. But the great Francis Ford Coppola, there was a time if he came out with a movie, people
it was a
Francis
big deal.
Ford Coppola.
Yeah, it was a huge deal.
But then he made Jack, which was that movie with.
And I forget. Yeah, I never remember his bad films. You know, I mean. But
and so I'm thinking somebody like that. That's a great director. That's a legendary director who, well, come on. I mean, before he dies, I would like to see him have one last major opus.
Oh yeah. And I mean,
how about you?
I'll say, well, he kind of answered. John Carpenter. I mean, Escape from New York, The Thing. I mean, for crying out loud, Halloween. I mean, that guy, like his cinematography. John Carpenter definitely had his staple on his films that I miss.
Yeah,
and now with movies like what was the movie that was a ripoff of like all those things of Escape from New York. It was directed by the guy who did
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Yeah.
Yes, that goddamn movie where you see movies like that and you're just like, why can't John Carpenter be good anymore? But I haven't seen the last two. I do know that he did direct a couple of the Masters of Horrors. I haven't seen them. Now that you've given them that praise, I feel like I need to watch them now. But still, I like to see a theatrical release by John Carpenter.
I heard myself that they actually weren't that good. Yeah, I'm thinking about those movies like Vampires and
because I'm still shocked that the guy who made
Ghost of Mars.
Ghost of Mars. Yeah, a Village of the Damned.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that.
I don't know what happened to him either, man. But it's depressing.
I remember he made, and this is the most embarrassing thing he's ever could have done: Escape from L.A.
I know. I was just about to say the same guy who made a fantastic film, Escape from New York, also made Escape from L.A. And boy, did he take a major shit on that that world. I mean, wow. I mean,
that movie does not exist to me. That
it's same here, brother. I mean, it's and I can say the same thing about George Lucas, but everything he made was almost a fluke. He got lucky with just the idea of Star Wars, and he did it. But after watching the last few, I'm not even going.
Yeah, that's somebody I just don't even. I think he's been doing too much.
I
don't want to see him pull back.
Yeah, and he keeps trying to do more.
Keep on the technology end of shit.
Exactly.
I mean, Oh, by the way,
and Steven Spielberg, as far as his science fiction side, that is a guy who I wish would make an incredible, epic science fiction movie. That can. That can harken back to the days of
Close
E.T.
Encounters.
And Close Encounters, I mean, Jesus.
I think he will one day. I believe
I hope
that he
so.
will.
And please, I hope he's not working on another goddamn film at the same time.
Yeah, work on your movies
Concentrate
individually.
on one film. Yes,
please. Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, the Francis Ford Coppola movie was called Youth Without Youth.
Youth Without You.
Youth Without Youth.
Okay. Oh, Youth Without Youth.
Yeah, I mean, he's made something. He made Dracula. I remember when he made Dracula. But
I think that was like the last big movie that anybody really saw with it.
And people argued that movie was just. I didn't think Dracula was all that great.
I enjoy it I definitely for some reason I still enjoy that film, but
you want to make the.
I would never argue that it's a great film by any means.
Apparently, he made a movie called Supernova. I never heard of that.
No, he did.
Yeah,
because I want to say I heard of it, but are you sure he directed it?
He went uncredited in it.
No shit. Oh man.
Oh, Jesus, man. Oh, what? Walter Hill. I don't know. Walter Hill directed the movie, but I wonder if Francis Ford Coppola came in and did some direction on it. Oh, because he's listed as
it happens. Hey,
as uncredited, and he's working on another movie called Tetro. So who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows, man? I mean, maybe he doesn't work in Hollywood anymore. I mean, there's listen. Some of these people might not even want to work in Hollywood anymore after a while. I mean, it might be an old system that they want back again. Mm-hmm. The old system they wanted back from the 70s and early 80s, and it's different now. Maybe they don't want that.
Right.
Francis Ford Coppola might want to work independently. All I'm saying is there are directors that we would like to see come back and do one more thing. But that's a good point with
John Carpenter.
John Carpenter, yeah. So anyway, man, that's it.
That's it, people. Oh, it's already over.
Yes, it's done. It's
Damn.
done and done.
It's been fun, my brother, like
right.
no other.
All right, y'all. So we've gone long enough. I'm
That's
running out
right.
of breath.
We've resolved all the world's issues.
Gays can get married now.
Gays,
thanks to us.
everyone can be happy under the rainbow, and yes,
You ain't got to keep worrying about that penis on that girl that ain't there.
We can look at chicks on the internet, and I can keep looking for Jessica Alba nude. Yes.
Hopefully, one day you will achieve that one nude picture of
Someday,
her
Corey.
without having the shit scared out of you.
It's a dream that I have
Robots can dream, can't they?
of electric sheep.
All right, so let's get on out of here, man.
All
Good night,
right,
everybody.
see you guys later, chumps.